Hi, I'm Leigh Flynn, licensed real estate broker in Portland, Oregon, and I'm here to talk about the pros and cons of moving to and living in Portland, Oregon. Number one, I don't think anyone can argue with the fact that it is beautiful here. It is gorgeous, lush, green, trees. It's springtime right now. Everything is blooming. It's stunning. We have mountains, the ocean nearby, rivers, bridges. It is a beautiful place to live. And there's that access to nature too. You could be at your job site all day in the office, and after work, want to blow off some steam, you can go right into a hike in the woods. You can go kayaking in the river. There's just so many ways to be out and about in this beautiful land. And the more I travel too, the more I realize what we have here that I kind of take for granted, honestly. I have a daughter that goes to school in Savannah, Georgia, which is the most beautiful town, historic, gorgeous. But when you're in and around the outskirts, it is just a feeling of very flat, and you get spoiled here with this topography around you all the time. The hills, the valleys. I get grounded with my directional sense, knowing, okay, Mount Hood is to my east and everything. So we also have our directionals in Portland of the river dividing and a main street into our northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. It's a really beautiful, beautiful place to live and to raise a family and to grow old. It's gorgeous. Number two, another pro of living in Portland are the unique neighborhoods. Because it's an old town that has grown and branched off over the years, we have so many different styles of homes and neighborhoods. We've got, homes over 100 years old, and how those little pockets and neighborhoods feel and how they were designed with their park systems and their character and charm. Then you've got a bunch of mid-century modern neighborhoods. And then from there, the 70s, 80s into the 90s style traditional homes. We've got a lot of craftsmen here. We've got kind of our contemporary Northwest vibes with a lot of stone, woodwork, ton of glass. We love our natural light around here because we need it. So there's some neighborhoods that are very specific in their styles, and then there are some that are really a mix of all of those styles. And that really is something that is special about Portland. And speaking about what's special, if you're a foodie, if you love your coffee, if you love your beer, this is a great place to be. I'm in one of the suburbs of Portland, and it is a very inexpensive Uber ride on the weekend if we want to go check out some new bars, some new restaurants. The variety of food here, the culture in the food, the quality of the food, it is amazing. And all that coffee, maybe it is because of one of our cons that I'm going to get into, that we need that coffee. And that con is number one, and yes, it is the weather. It is pretty gray, pretty damp, pretty drizzly, a good chunk of the year. And as someone who's lived here now for 25 years, from January to May, I struggle still. And I have found the key is to get out into it, tap into that number one pro of the access to nature here. Even if it's just going for a walk, just getting that fresh air, which here is so fresh and wonderful. Getting out in it, moving your body feels so much better. I love to have a hot tub soak every once in a while in the winter, just warm up my bones. I will say that it is nice. It's a temperate climate. We only get snow maybe a couple times a year, and this winter we actually did not get any snow or ice. So, and when we do get it, it's pretty brief. So I would say most of the winter, you just need your jacket, coat with a hood, an umbrella if you prefer, maybe some good rain boots or waterproof shoes. And when you see that steady rain on the forecast, just realize that that is not all day long. It is scattered throughout the day. It's very rare that we get the kind of rain that other states get where it rolls in and just pours. We don't really have to deal with that. Another negative for some, and it depends on where you're coming from. If you're coming from, the other states on the coast, if you're coming from the Seattle area or from California, the prices here will seem wonderful. And a lot of those costs of living just day to day are lower. we don't have a sales tax here in Oregon. So that helps. We have a healthy property tax though, but the cost of living for some can seem on the higher side if they're coming from states with lower cost. So that is technically considered a con. And then another con might be the traffic and commuting schedules if you are outside of the city and need to go into the city for work. The way that we are designed, most cities have kind of a central circular surround and then roads that branch off from there or highways that cut straight through. But because of our beautiful nature and that gorgeous Willamette River that runs right in downtown and all of our different bridges, our mountains, the way that our suburbs have grown up over time, we don't really have such a fabulous way to get in. We do have the MAX, which is like our train system. And there are definitely ways to be strategic with the traffic, but it is something that you'll want to consider when you're moving here, if you work from home, if you commute, and where you commute. And I will definitely steer you away from certain pockets if you, let's say, want to live in Happy Valley and work out in Hillsborough. That could be a bit of a nightmare if you're going at the normal times of day that commuters might go. So weigh the pros and cons and just know that overall, this is such a wonderful city. It feels small and quaint and charming, and yet it's large enough to attract major sports, major concerts, and our airport is one of the best. So let me know if you have any questions, and I would love to be your guide to Portland. Pros and cons and all.